Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel. This is 𝑍𝑊𝋼𝑃𝒼. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who are coming back, it's good to see you. It took me a little while longer to get to the rest of the zodiac signs readings because I've kind of been under the weather. I'm so sorry about this, and I'm sorry if you hear me drinking tea or if I sneeze or cough. I am so sorry. I'm definitely sensitive to how you guys feel, so when it comes to coughing and sneezing and noises like that, but I don't want to keep you guys waiting, and I'm doing my best to keep my cold under control. It's a little cold that I have, and it's been a bit of a stressful time for me as well, so please bear with me. I want to continue to give as much love and support to all of the zodiac signs, so I'm pushing through. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into your reading, Cancer. This is your December reading. We're coming to the end of this decade, and there's so much that I feel a lot of us have learned, and there's so much for us to learn in the next year coming up in 2020. So let's see what the universe has in store for you for the last month of 2019, the last month of this decade. Okay? So Cancer, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or wherever Cancer lands in your chart. We have the Three of Cups here. A lot of healing, a lot of giving up your worries to the universe. I see a lot of you possibly yearning for friendship, yearning for, maybe for family, for some type of company, or at least company with like-minded people, people who will support you. There could be those of you who are surrounded by people who are not so supportive, who don't have your best interest, and you may be yearning for this to be remedied in some way. Okay, but I do see, when I see the Three of Cups, I do see healings, at least in the upright. This is a time of healing for you in December. So when your body needs to heal, you have to rest, you have to sit down or lay down, right? You can't try to commit to certain things if you don't have the strength to do so. There's a need to strengthen that weakness, and in order to do that, you have to kind of pamper yourself and kind of take care of yourself and allow yourself to heal. So there could be those of you that really need to sit back and just relax. You need to take care of yourselves. Okay? And if you can't really spend time with people in person, you may need to pick up the phone more often and communicate with people that you love and people who love and care about you. Okay, and there may be also a gathering of some kind as well that may come up for you, where you may meet someone, whether it be a significant other or a friend, or a family member. And it's going to be a time of healing for you. Okay, healing is like a huge factor in the month of December for you, okay? So let's see what the rest of your cards say. More cups, we have the Eight of Cups, walking away, going out for walks more. You have the Eight of Swords, another 8. We have the Judgment card. We have the Magician. That's beautiful to see. And we have the Fool. So you guys have 3 major arcana in your reading. And you have the number 8. The number 8's pretty big, I feel. Some of you guys may be a life path number 8, okay? For others of you, I see with the 8 of Cups here, once again, it's about walking away. It's about, and not so much permanently, not so much walking out of someone's life. For some of you, that is what it's all about. You need to walk away and leave someone be and forge your own path in life. Okay, and it could be multiple people or multiple things that you may have committed to for a while that you need to walk away from. Okay, because you see how this mermaid, they've taken the cups, all of these cups are floating to the top. They've taken one and they're leaving with it, right? They're holding it dear to their heart. So this is you, Cancer. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here with the cups. So to start off your reading with 2 cup cards, that's pretty intense, and it's pretty important that you really nurture your energy, your Cancer energy, wherever Cancer is in your chart. Okay, so there may be those of you who I just feel the need that you guys need to go outside and go for a walk. Like anytime someone gets on your nerves, or anytime There's a situation that brings a lot of tension. There may be a need for you to walk away from it for a few minutes, or maybe for half an hour or so, to regain your thoughts and establish your strength in that situation. Okay. But for others of you, this is about walking away completely and moving on with something else in your life, moving on with someone else, moving on with a different friendship, moving on to a different and better circumstance and situation. Some of you guys may be moving and walking away, or wanting to walk away and move away from a certain predicament that you're in right now, okay, in December. So the universe is encouraging you to do so, because whatever it is that you're dealing with, Cancer, it's causing you to feel trapped. And there are those of you who are no longer feeling trapped, because you've already made up your mind, like, I'm leaving. I'm not staying here anymore. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care what I need to give away, or what I have to lose. I need to get out of this situation, right? Because the universe, with this hummingbird here, you have this swan who's caught up in all the thorns and the swords down here, but they have wings, and you have this little hummingbird. It's like a light. And they're like, hey, I'm small and I may seem helpless, but I'm not stuck. You don't have to be stuck. You're bigger than me, you know? But Cancer, you may be telling yourself, well, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough. You know, I'm not strong enough, right? I'm not going to get what I want. But you're still at the same time yearning to get out. You may be looking at other people around you where you're like, okay, they're living this life. I want to live that life. But the Eight of Swords also represents someone who puts themselves in this situation. You don't have to be in this situation, Cancer. You can get yourself out. You can get yourself out of these thorns. You can get yourself out of this pit. Okay. Oops. So it's funny how I just dropped that card. It's time to drop worry. It's time to release it. Whatever is going on in your mind, Cancer, you have to free yourself of it. The thoughts that are telling you that you're not good enough, or you're not worth enough, right? Give me 1 second. I have to take a sip of tea. I'm so sorry, Cancer. So you don't have to stay in that predicament at all. At all. Okay? That is not a situation that is keeping you there. You can leave whenever you want to. It's just your mind. These thorns and these swords, that's your mind, Cancer. Okay, but this is the universe's little hummingbird here. It's like, hey, you don't have to stay down there. Okay? And then you have the Judgment card. So once again, this is all about rebirth. There could be those of you who need to answer that call of walking away. The universe is like, hey, now is the time to get yourselves together. It's time to get your things. It's time to leave. The universe is blowing this trumpet here. See how this angel's blowing that trumpet? The universe is blowing a huge horn in your face and in your ear, saying, hey, it's time to go. It's time to pack up and go. It's time to leave. Start walking away from things that are bothering you, or it's gonna cause a lot more pain and a lot more anguish and anxiety in the long run if you continue to hold on to the Eight of Swords energy. Now is not the time to remain stagnant, Cancer. It's time to move. Whatever you've set your mind to, whatever situation it may be, stick to it, because the universe is trying to wake you up to it. Okay? And there could be those of you who are also trying to get people to understand how you feel. And I feel like they're not listening. If that's the issue as well, Cancer, you need to leave. I feel like I see someone who is like talking, they're yelling, you know, and it's almost like, but there's no sound. It's almost like the people around you are just not, it's falling on deaf ears. And if that's the case for some of you, Cancer, that means that if a situation is no longer working to your benefit at all, no matter how much you try, it means that you no longer belong in that situation anymore, and you have to move towards something better. Okay? It's not how you do it, it's just when are you just gonna make up your mind to just do what you set your mind to do? If you guys have like a small portion of your mind that's like, I'm just gonna leave, I don't care if I have to live in my car, I don't care if I have to break up with this person, or if we're never friends again, and then you just put that thought away, that thought is there for a reason. So there may be something, if you're thinking about leaving someone behind or leaving something behind, you should probably go through and follow that, okay? Because you had the Magician again in your reading. Well, I wouldn't say again. It's probably because I've been reading, giving Cancers, a Cancer, who is someone I'm related to, I've been giving him personal readings, and he has the magician that comes out in his reading every time. This is representing, again, there could be those of you who are actors, maybe magicians or comedians or something in performing arts. You may be dancers, you may be public speakers, and you work your magic in so many ways and people love it. But there is a situation that's keeping you from showing this. There's some type of situation or predicament that you're in. And this is for all of you, whether you're a performing arts, an actor or a writer, or you work in retail. It doesn't matter, or if you don't have a job, it doesn't matter where you are in your life, Cancer. But I just wanted to call out those who are performing arts and those who do act and sing and things like that. If there's a situation that's keeping you from reaching your goals and being mentally and emotionally prepared to meet those goals, you need to leave, Cancer. Leave it behind. It's not going to be easy to leave something like that behind. It may hurt you a little bit. You may be scared, but the universe is going to protect you. It's not going to tell you to go someplace if it's just going to leave you high and dry. Okay, Cancer? And I know for some of you, you may have a tendency to think, well, how am I going to do this? Or, like there's no way. Don't think about how. Just do it. It's easier said than done, of course, but the universe is showing me here that you guys can definitely do it. You guys can get out of it. You don't have to stay anywhere. You don't have to convince yourself that you have to stay anywhere that you don't want to be. Okay? And if you are afraid to, maybe if you're in a relationship with someone and you just want to go on a vacation or you just want to go for a walk and you don't want to be around that person because, and there may be a fear there where, it's funny that the Fool came out because it's about taking that leap of faith and leaving, just doing what you need to do that is going to help you prosper and stay healthy. But if there's a situation where you're in a committed relationship or you're living with someone or you're with family and you guys are happy together, but they may do certain things to where, you feel belittled, do not, and they may lose their temper or get upset with you because you walk out on them or because you don't give them your time, and maybe put you on a guilt trip for some of you. Don't allow them to manipulate you. You do what is best for yourself. Don't worry about how they're going to feel with you doing what's best for you. Because if they're not supportive of you doing what's best for you and expressing yourself the way you want to, Cancer, then their energy is not in sync with yours. And you don't have to stay in that energy. Okay? So just be aware of that. You don't have to stay any place or anywhere or with anyone that you don't want to be with. Anyone that makes you feel belittled or disrespected. If you're not happy in a situation and you're starting to realize, hey, this is abuse or this is unhealthy, you don't have to stay there. You do not have to. I can't repeat myself enough, Cancer. You do not have to do anything you don't want to do. You don't have to stay any place that you don't want to be. Okay? So, I'm going to take another sip of my tea. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel so bad for doing this, but in order for my voice to not crack or, I have to drink something warm. I'm so sorry. So let's flip over your oracle cards, Cancer. And we have, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, Cancer. For those of you who are in a relationship that you're not happy with, okay, you're not happy at all. They're not respecting you at all. This may not be the person that you want to be with. Your soulmate that you're supposed to be with, the person who's going to treat you with respect, is in your future, but you have to first, again, walk away from what no longer serves you. It says, keep an open mind. There may be someone on their way to you or someone you're going to meet or gather with the Three of Cups here who's going to bring healing to you, but they may not necessarily be your type necessarily, or maybe they may not be the person that you would expect to bring this healing. Okay? And for those of you who are just thinking about soulmates in regards to friends or family, and not in a romantic way, because soulmates don't have to be romantic, You may end up meeting new people, but they may be completely out of, what you expected them to be. They may be completely different. Okay? And for those of you who are single as well, relieve yourself of any expectations, okay, of who your soulmate is supposed to be. And you have to release that so that you can be able to understand your independence and understand their independence and their individuality as much as you want them to understand yours. Okay? Now, for others of you, this is, and maybe for one of you, okay? If you are in a committed relationship and this person makes you happy, this is for those of you who are committed, you're dating, and you guys are in love with each other, you guys have had an amazing time being together presently, this person may be completely different than what you're used to dating. Okay, Cancer? This is for those of you who are happy in a relationship, but there may be some things here and there that may bother you about this person, but they still generally make you happy and they respect you, as best they can. The things that may bother you or that you may take to heart that they don't mean to do. They may have their own issues. They're your soulmate, but they may differ, just like it says, differ from your usual type and expectation. You may have expectations of this person based on what other people that you've dated have done to you or have said to you, but this person, they're not them. They just have a different way of doing things, a different way of communicating, or a different way of dressing, or a different way of being healthier, a different way of eating, whatever the case may be, a different way of going about their finances, okay? That may be different to you, and you may not like it, Cancer, but they're their own individual, and you have to let them figure things out for themselves. You have to let them heal just as much as you want to heal in this situation. There may be something in regard to you letting go and walking away from an old habit or old way of thinking about a relationship. And this is for those of you who are happy in a relationship. But for those of you who are not happy and this person is not respecting you whatsoever, you need to walk away and open yourselves up to a better relationship. But they're not going to be the same. They're not going to be what you're used to. So you may have to let go of the past and let go of what you're used to. Okay, and you're going to manifest this person, but you have to first let go of that anxiety and fear. Okay. And then we have Magic, the owl. It says, choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So Cancer, once again, this is being open to truth. This is probably what you need to let go of. Let go of the lies. Let go of deception. Opening your mouths, using your voice, using your throat chakra, and letting people know, hey, or letting this person or whoever you're dealing with know, this is not the truth. I want the truth. This is not how I want to be treated. Okay, this is not how I want to be spoken to. This is not love for me. This is not how I want to be loved, okay? You don't have to hide the truth. If your mind is telling you, making you afraid to understand the truth about someone or the truth about a certain situation because you're afraid to open up any kind of door that may bring negative energy, because the truth hurts. If you're afraid of the truth, how are you going to know how to move forward in a relationship or move forward with your life if you don't know the exact truth? You have to be open with the truth. Therefore, you have to live by the truth and speak the truth. Demand the truth. And if some of you guys have been lying to yourselves about certain things and convincing yourselves that you're not good enough, or convincing yourself that something is supposed to be the way it is when it's not, then again, you have to let go of fear of the truth. What is your truth? What is factual evidence in your life of what things are supposed to be like? If someone is not treating you the way you should be treated, That's the truth. That's a fact, right? And you know it's a fact. You have to believe it. You have to live by it. Okay? But if there's a sense of ego about you where you're not letting go of your thoughts and how someone else has treated you in the past, and if you're in a relationship or living with someone currently and you're afraid that they're probably cheating on you, you're afraid that they're going to do something out of the ordinary, you know, or something that is against your morals, you need to voice that, Cancer. You need to let them know, hey, this is what I went through with so and so in the past. I don't want it to happen between us, or I don't want it to happen with me and you, so we need to talk about this. It's about having honest conversation and working your magic, Cancer. You are magic. You're wise. Open yourself to wisdom and understanding. What you feel deep down inside, speak about it. Whatever doesn't seem right to you, see through it, see it for what it is, and speak about it. Okay? Don't allow the past to rule you. Learn from the past and move forward with the truth towards the future. Okay? I hope that made sense, Cancer. The truth can be scary, but it will set you free, as they say. Okay? Whatever that truth is, whatever it is that you need to do, do it. It's very, very important that you do what the universe asks of you or what your creator asks of you. Pray about it or do a ritual for those of you who are not religious, you know. Think about it. Think about what it is that you need to do given the facts and the evidence in your predicament. Okay? So much love and light to all of you, Cancer. I hope that this reading made sense, and I hope that it opened your eyes for some of you, and that I hope that it helped you in some way understand what you need to do in your predicament or in your circumstances. Okay, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Take care. Bye.